Alright, onward. Welcome back to DrizzlePath, Genie. Last I've done, we were still walking. Still following this path that's been going on and on and on. Listening to this person talk about the most strangest of things. But that's okay, because that's what this game is for.
Not much left, I guess.
Oh, I sure hope not. I mean, the walk has been fun and all, but it would be nice if we, reached the mountain.
There are those who simply never choose a path. They know that neither extreme is balanced, but they cannot find the middle path, and so they become frozen in a stasis of indecision. Distracted by anything and following the whims of the day, they seek to fill the emptiness with any passing fancy. They too seek the genie, but they do not know why, and so become lost. Even with unmoving eyes they see me. They would eat me alive if they could.
Yep, we heard her say that before.
I often think of my very first memory as a child. It was the spring thaw, when the blankets of snow began to melt, the sun shined its warmth, and the birds began to sing again. In my mother's frozen garden was a stone that had cracked, buckled by the cold, and there in the crack was a single tiny white flower, a bloom of only 4 petals. It bravely opened to face the world and greet the sun, as if in defiance of death itself.
That flower's a boss.
I knelt by the little snowflower and wondered at it. Here was life in the midst of frozen nothingness. It seemed precarious, tender, so unlikely in its setting. But there must be some hidden strength in it to have emerged here, overcoming the elements and the odds. It seems a fortunate incident of nature, like life itself, perhaps not magical, but wonderful that it has occurred.
Huh.
Even at that age, the flower made me ponder the teachings of the shamans. They told of how the world is dreamed up by the sleeping gods, and that when we die, we will join them in their dream of paradise and live forever. But I have seen birth and death, and know that they are different. I witness the workings of the world and think it natural, not the magical dreaming of imaginary gods.
Yeah, because life can't just, appear. Somebody had to have created it and put it there. And it's quiet again. For a moment I thought that was a person over there. Okay. Thunder and lightning, it's awesome.
I cannot tell my thoughts to anyone. They would think me blasphemous, or even mad, to question the shamans. They would think I had lost sight of the truth, of the mysterious, magical workings of life itself. They would think me irreverent, at the very least. But it is not so. Considering the triumph of the tiny flower in the midst of a frozen garden, I have a profound reverence for the unlikely presence of life.
I'm looking around because I have a habit of exploring. It's just something I'm doing to make the immersion more real.
To say that life is simply magic is, to me, of less value than if it developed as an inevitability in the infinite spans of time, and gained a foothold enough to thrive against all the odds. Life is a champion of chance. There is more awe and wonder in this truth than to simply dismiss it as the providence of some great and mystical unknowable. It is made all the more special by its unlikelihood.
Oh, look at that. Take a good long look. Okay, let's go.
Maybe I'll just step on the air.
What?
There we go.
What?
Tucked between twin expanses of endless nothing, here, for a brief and shining moment, is something, rare and beautiful life. It sings in me, and I know that I am. Joy fills my heart, and I know that I will never squander a moment of life, however long or brief it may be. We live, we laugh, we learn and grow old. We love and we die. Between birth and death, we have this one chance to just let it be beautiful.
Sure, I guess.
Though the sky itself cracks open and falls to the ground, the world trembling with change, I have no fear. I feel that soon my path will end, and I know not what I will find. But I have had this time, this one chance to truly be alive. I have lived and loved. Along with heartache and loss, I have known beauty and joy. Even if the end is upon me, I consider how fortunate I've been to have this one brief, shining moment. I have lived, and that is more than enough.
Right.
I found no answers along the path, only more questions. What is the genie? What does it do? Who made it, and where is it from? I shall soon find out. Perhaps it will answer all my questions. I have considered that it may pose more questions than answers, and feel that somehow I already know the answers. And now I see.
Yep, there's the end right there. We're both the orange and green path end. Let's see what happens this time. Everything the person has been saying to this point is basically the same as last time. So we'll just see what happens when we get up here.
Must be the genie. Solid, inanimate, but somehow organic. And there, next to it, stands the wizard that spoke to me in my dreams. As I draw nearer, I can hear his voice again, that strange sound with unmoving lips that I can understand as words. Lula, he said, you have made it to the mountain of fire, and now stand before the genie. You have chosen to face your fears along the shortest path. In facing the darkness of your mind, you have conquered yourself. You have learned that the answers to your questions are within you. You have learned hope. The path you have chosen is the shortest path, and so you are victorious. Your arrival precedes that of the other wizard who sought to curse you. Still he wanders the other path, having chosen what he thought was the easiest way. Now you may lay your hand on the genie, and the program will continue. Program? I asked. I don't understand. What is the genie? The genie, he began, is a computational construct, what we call a processor. As an operating administrator, I have introduced a packet of data into the Genie. It arranges the data into information that runs a program. This program is called Lula. Your first moment of being was just before you chose the path. You see, Lula, he continued, this world and everything in it, all your memories and dreams, your mother, your father, and Rofesso have been created by you. You have arranged the data into a stream of consciousness that will not become real until you lay your hand on the Genie and verify the information. You will return to your village where your mother and father happily await you. The program will be set and will continue to run indefinitely. Your people will be free to choose their own paths in life. You will forget that you began as a program. You will be free to run anywhere you like, to live the life you choose and grow old. Free to laugh and learn, and perhaps most importantly, you will be free to love. What about the other wizard, I wondered. Once you verify, he replied, the bug in the system that you think of as the other wizard will be deleted. Thank you for this learning experience. How could I choose otherwise? I slowly reached out my hand and laid it on the genie. It felt warm, humming with life. I see the world I have created as it becomes real. I feel myself forgetting that it started as a program. What does it matter? I will be with my mother and father again. We will be free and happy. And now I have a story to tell. Was it a dream or a memory? I do not know, but let it begin. Once upon a time,
I like that ending better. That ending's a lot better. Alright. So, this was DrizzlePath Genie. Oh. That's it. We did it. Now I can finally put this game to rest. So, let me know what you guys thought. And I'll see you all later. If you do, this channel, subscribe.